What is the difference between rational and irrational numbers? And give me some examples. Chat. Shahad, what is the difference between rational and irrational?
Mr. Now you hear me?
Rational are all numbers, but irrational are pi and powers of like numbers that and the square roots of numbers that don't have square roots.
Great, lovely. So the rational number, all numbers we know are rational, like 3/5 is rational. 7, because we can write 7 as 7/1. And rational numbers came from ratio. So any number can be written in the form A/B is rational. Like decimals, 0.3. Like percentages, like 40%. 40% can be written as 40/100.
Mr. Can you hear me?
Okay, Larry, I hear you now. And irrational numbers like pi and the cubic root of 5, cubic root of 7, square root of 11, cubic root of any number, we couldn't find its value. I want to ask you now about absolute value. What is the meaning of absolute value of 5? What's the meaning of that? Ilaria, what's the meaning of absolute value of 5, for instance? Absolute
Yes,
value.
the 5 its absolute value is 1.
So
Because
it's the distance
can't multiply by anything except
between
1.
5 and 0. So what is the distance between 5 and 0? It's 5. So absolute value of 5 is 5. And what is the meaning of absolute value of -5? Absolute value of -5 equals 5. You know, when I ask you about the distance from 0 to -5, so I'm asking about the positive units. There is no negative distances. So absolute value of -5 equals 5. Okay. Now bring your copybook and by using Euclidean algorithm, find the GCD of let's say 324 and 86. I want to find GCD. What the meaning of GCD? It's greatest common divisor. So do it now. I'm giving you a time to do it. Just 2 minutes to finish GCD. Raise your hand if you know what is the GCD of 324 and 86. Okay, Layan, tell me the steps we should follow to find GCD, greatest common divisor.
It will be 324
divided by 86.
Yes.
Equals what? Equal to 3, and 3 times 86 equals 258. And the remainder is 324 minus 258 equals 66. So we can write 324 as 86 times 3 plus 66 You know that 66 is the remainder. And 324 is the dividend, and 86 is the divisor. Now, try to write 86. When we divide 86 by 66, you know 86 equals 66 times 1, okay? And we have as a remainder 20, so plus 20, okay? Do you know it? Liane, do you with me?
66
yes.
divided by 20.
Liane, go on.
66 equals 20 times 3.
Then
Remember
66 equals 20 times 3 plus 6. After that, 20 and 6, we'll write 20 equals 6 times 3, okay? 6 times 3, it's 18 plus 2. 2 is the remainder. Then 6 equals what times 2? It's 3 times 2 plus 0. There is no remainder. Take the number before it, before 0. So the greatest common divisor is 2. The GCD is 2. Okay? Try to do it now. I want to find GCD of 288 and 648. I want to find GCD of find GCD. Do it now in your combo and tell me when you know. Raise your hand. Let me ask Mray, how can we find GCD of 288 and 648? Ray? Ray, do you hear me? Yahya? I want to find GCD of 288 and 648. Hamza? Hamza, do you hear me? Andre? Andre?
Yes, yes, sir.
How can we find GCD of 288 and 648?
So first we divide them using Z.
Yes, it's 648, as you said, divided by 288. Equals what?
We will get 2 and we will subtract 576.
So
it
2
will
times 8, 16, Karab 1, 2 times 8, 16 plus 1, 17. Okay, and 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Then subtract. You end up with 2 and 14 minus 7, 7. So we can write it 648 as 288 times 2 plus 72. What is the next step?
to divide 288 by 72.
Great. And dividing 288 by 72 leads you to get what?
What do we want to get?
288 divided by 72 equals what?
Equals, wait. 44.
Let's try 4.
The 288. It will be
So 4
the
times 2, it's 8. 4 times 7, it's 28. So exactly 288 equals 72 times 4 plus 0. When you get 0 as a remainder, take the number above it. So the GCD is going to be 72. Okay, did you get it? Let's move to the next. M squared equals 100. Write down the two possible values of M. Plus 15. So what's the meaning of two possible values? You know, M squared equals 100. So to find M, we have two values. The first value for M equals 10, and the other value, M equals minus 10. Okay, what is the question? Write down the two possible values of M plus 15. So we have for the first value, it's a 10 plus 15, it's a 25, and the minus 10 plus 15, it's 5. Okay, so we have 25 and 5. Let's go to the next. I won't write all prime factors of 900. So factorize 900. 900, we can factorize it as 30 times 30. And after that, we have 2 and 15. 2 is a prime. 15, it's 3 times 5. Okay. And 30 will be 2. 2 is a prime and 15. After that, 3 is a prime and 5. So write all prime factors of 900. The prime factors are 2, 3, and 5. When it comes to write 900 as a product, write 900 as a product of its prime factors. You write 900 equals, I have 2 2's, so 2 times 2, times, I have 2 3's, so 3 times 3, and I have 5 times 5. When it comes to write it in the index form, so we can write 900 as, I have 2 2's, so write it as 2 to the power of 2 times, I have 2 3's, so it's 3 to the power of 2, and I have 2 5's, it's 5 to the power of 2. This is called the index form. So you might be asked 3 questions. The first one, the product, the prime factors. You might be asked about the prime factors, just write them. You might be asked about the product of its prime factors. And you must be asked about the index form. Okay. Let's go to the next. In Unit 5, between lines, you'll find something called reciprocal. What is the meaning of reciprocal? Let me ask you firstly. So, Layan, what do you know about the reciprocal?
It's like splitting the fraction.
Great. So if I have a fraction like 3/4, what is the reciprocal?
4/3.
4/3. And what is the reciprocal of 1/2/5? Let me ask Sama, what is the reciprocal of 1/2/5? Sama, do you hear me?
Mister, can I say?
Okay, Laria, what is the reciprocal of 1/2/5?
It's 5/7.
So firstly, convert from a mixed into improper. 5 times 1, 5 plus 2, 7. So 7/5. The reciprocal will be 5/7. That's it. Let's move to the next. How can we deal with percentages? If I have, let's look at this example. Shoes are reduced in a sale to 80% of the full price. Okay. So the shoes are reduced in a sale to 80% of the full price. Your base 240 for some shoes in the sale. What is the full price of the shoes before the sale? Just do it firstly, and then raise your hand if you know. Bring your cup up and do it. Raise your hand if you know. I'm waiting for you. Diane only. Diane and Samawi. Okay, Sama. What shall we do?
240 divided by 0.8.
240 divided by 0.8. So
300.
equals what?
300.
300. Okay. Diane, what is your answer?
It's also 300.
300. So tell us the steps we should follow. Tell us the steps we should
80%
follow.
of 80% is 240. So 100% will do 240 times 80 divided, our time is 100 divided by 80.
Okay. Do you know this way, Diane, old change and new? Do you know
Sir,
it?
I can I say?
Diane, do you know this way?
Yeah, yes.
So tell me, how can we use this way? Because I recommend this way in solving the percentages, old, change, and new. We write in old 100. And what is the change happened?
20%.
So we have 20% as a reduction. So the discount is 20. What is the new price? It's 80%. So the first row is written as percentages. I have the old price. The old price all the time is 100. All the time it's 100. And the change might be profit. In this case, we will add. Sometimes you will find the change as discount. So in the discount, we subtract. Yara pays 240. So the 240 is the new price, or after the sale. It's 240. I want to find the original price or the old price. So we will do cross multiplying. So the old price equals 100 times 240 divided by 80 equals what? 300. That's right. Let's go to the next. Do it firstly and raise your hand if you know. Fairuz, do you know it? The cost of a pair of shoes after 30% increase. Fairuz, do you hear me?
Yes.
So the cost of a pair of shoes after a 30% increase, it's 195. What is the original cost?
Okay.
So we will write old. I recommend this way: old, change, and new. The old always is 100. What is the change? It's 30%. What is the new?
It's 130. قلت
130.
الأنسر.
Great. So 195 is going to be written in the new price, 195. So what is the
Yes.
cost price? The cost price, we will do this
150.
multiplying. So 100 times 195 divided by 130 equals what?
150.
150 pounds. Let's try this one. 5 men build the wall in 9 days. How long would it take 6 men? Raise your hand if you know. Muhammad Mustafa. Muhammad Mustafa, do you hear me?
Mister, why you didn't make the last one 234.75?
What?
Why you didn't make it 234?
Why 234? It's the new price, 195.
Yeah.
It's the new price. Do you see it?
Yes, I can.
So I want to find the old price, the original cost, before the increase. Hey, Ilaria, do you hear me?
Yes, I with you, Mister.
So do it now. It's not a discount.
Okay, I make it. I found 150. I have a wrong in calculation.
Okay. Try this one and raise your hand if you know. Shahd, 5 men build the wall in 9 days. How long would it take 6 men?
We put it in ratio first, 6 to 9, and
So
I
we
mean
have
5 to 9.
5 men in 9 days. What about
So we will
6 men?
do 5 times 9 divided by 6 because
5
it's
times 9. You know, this kind of proportion, it's inverse
Yes.
proportion, because we have direct and we have inverse. In direct proportion, we do cross multiplying, okay? But in this case, 5 men will finish building the wall in 9 days, okay? What about 6 men? Because some students get confused and multiply 9 times 6 divided by 5. It's not right, okay? It's not 9 times 6 divided by 5. What shall we do, Shah?
5 multiplied by 9 and then divided by 6.
5 times 9, great, divided by 6 equals what?
7.5.
7.5 days, because it's inverse proportion, not direct. So we will multiply 9 times 5.
Mister, how can I know that it's inverse or direct?
Okay, because what do you expect, Ilaria? 5 men build the wall in 9 days. So what about 6 men? Okay, so you expect that the time, okay, will be less than 9 days. It's not more than 9 days. Because if you use this way, 9 times 6 divided by 5, it's not right. You know, 9 times 6 divided by 5 equals 10.8. So is it logic that 5 men finish the wall in 9 days and 6 men finish the wall in 10.8 days? It's not logic because it's inverse proportion. It's not direct. Okay? So 9 times 5 divided by 6 equals 7.5.
Mr. Can you explain the mode median, the mode and median?
Okay, Larry, I'll do it. 7.5 days. Let's try this one. 3 taps can fill a sink in 15 minutes. Raise your hand when you finish it. Do it. Please participate. I want all of you to participate. Andre?
It would take them 9 minutes.
9 minutes because 3 taps can fill a sink in 15 minutes. So I have 3 taps in 15 minutes. Andre, is it direct or inverse?
This one is inverse.
Inverse, that's right. Because 3 taps will take 15 minutes. Okay. What about 5 taps? Will take. We couldn't do area 15 times 5 divided by 3. You know? Because
Yes, we do 3 multiplied 5
it's
divided by
15
5.
times 3 divided by 5. 15 times 3 divided by 5. It will be 9 minutes. Let's look at this relation between X and Y. And I'm asking you now, what is the relation between them? I have 2 variables. They are X and Y. X and Y equals 24. Is the relation between them, it's direct?
When we multiply them, we get
So I'm asking about the proportion. Is it direct or inverse? Very important. Raise your hand if you know. So we have Laria, Andre, Sama. Sama, okay, Sama.
direct.
Directly. So they are increasing together. If we have
Yeah.
values for X, as you said, for like 1, so X time 1 times 24. If X increased 2, so Y will be 12.
Direct,
X 3, so it's 8. X4, so
Inverse.
it's 6.
It's inverse.
It's inverse proportion. It's not direct, by the way, because when X increases, Y decreases. Okay? Did you get it?
Yeah.
It's indirect proportion, right?
Yes, it's indirect. Indirect,
Okay.
not direct, inverse proportion. What do you know about triangular number? What do you know about triangular numbers? Raise your hand if you know. Abdullah Ahmed, what do you know about triangular numbers?
Numbers that I can draw a triangle with, but one is a number the number of dots that I can draw a triangle with.
When we stick them together like these circles, so 1 is a triangular number, 3 is a triangular number, 6 is a triangular number. You know, if I have some circles 1, 2, 3, 4 circles, and 3 up. 1, 2, 3, and 2, and then 1. So I have 4, 3, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 10. So 10 is a triangular number. What is the next triangular number after 10? Raise your hand if you know. What is the next triangular number? Andre,
It's 15.
it's what?
15.
15. I want to find a formula just to find the first triangular number, the second triangular number. I want to find a formula just to find any triangular number. So do you know it, Andre?
I think, like, for example, if it's the first, like, we need the numbers to be in ascending order.
You know,
So, for example,
it's a rule. It's n times. Do you remember? I want to write it by using n. If I want to find the first triangular number, the second triangular number, the third, the fourth, the fifth, stuff like that. So tell me, what is the rule we are following?
I think it's n times, like, if it's n times,
It's n times n plus 1 divided by 2. It's n times n plus 1 divided by 2. And let's apply it just to check. If I want to find the first triangular number, it's 1 times 1 plus 1, 2. 1 times 2 divided by 2, so it's 1. The second triangular number, it's 2 times 2 plus 1, 3 divided by 2. It's 3. The third triangular number, I know it's 6, but I want to check it. So it's n times n plus 1. So it's 6 times 7 divided by 2. So it will be, 2 times 7. Sorry for that, it's 3. So it's 3. I want to find the third and not the sixth. So it's 3 times 4 divided by 2. So it's 6. I want to find the fourth triangular number. As you said, Andre, it's 15. But I want to check it. So it's 4 times 5 divided by 2. Okay. So it's 10, not 15. What about the fifth triangular number? It's 5 times 6 divided by 2. So it's 15. So 15 is a triangular number. But before 15, it's 10. And before 10, 6, 3, 1. By using this formula, we can find any triangular number. And I'm asking you now, I want to find the 100th triangular number. How can you find the 100th triangular number? It's 100 times 101, great, divided by 2.
Mister, I can't understand this topic.
Okay, I'll explain it again. So the 100th triangular number, it's 100 times 101 divided by 2. Why 100? Because the order of the triangular number is 100. So multiply 100 by 101 because area, it's n times n plus 1 divided by 2. N stands for the order. And the n plus 1, we add 1. So 100 times 101 divided by 2. So it's 50 times 101, 0. 5 times 1, 5, 0, 5. So it's 5,500. Ilaria, I want to find the 10th triangular number. Ilaria, what is the triangular number? Which order?
We will write 10
times 11.
Multiply by
n plus 1. So 10
over 2.
by 2. So 55 is a triangular number. Did you get it?
Okay.
Let's move to the next. You know that sum of two consecutive triangular numbers is always a square? A square number. You know, 1 and 3 and 6 and 10, okay, and 15. When we add 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3 equals 4. 4 is a square number. When we add 3 plus 6, 3 plus 6, 9. 9 is a square number. When we add 6 plus 10, it's 16. And 16 is a square number. When we add 10 plus 15, 10 plus 15, it's 25. And 25 is a square number. And I want to prove it. So let's suppose that the square number is any square number. It's n times n plus 1 divided by 2. This is any square, any triangular number, sorry. Any triangular number. We can find it by using this rule, which is n times n plus 1 divided by 2. What is the next triangular number? The next one, we will add 1 to n, so it will be n plus 1. Okay? And add 1 to n plus 1, so it will be n plus 2 divided by 2. Do you know what I did? If I'm talking about the fifth triangular number, so it's 5 times 6 divided by 2. If I'm talking about the sixth triangular number, so it's 6 times 7 divided by 2. But I'm talking in general. N times n plus 1. And this is 6 times 7. So it's n plus 1 times n plus 2 divided by 2. For instance, if I'm talking about the fifth and sixth. So the fifth is 5 times 6 divided by 2. And the sixth is 6 times 7 divided by 2. So if I assume that the triangular number, I'm assuming it's n times n plus 1 divided by 2. So the next one is n plus 1 times n plus 2 divided by 2. Because we are about to finish, just 1 minute is left. So I'll send you another link, okay? And try to complete it, okay? And because 1 minute, so say in the next session, goodbye.